Please join me as we pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for blessing us with the privilege to be here at graduation and to have made it to this point. It was not always easy, but you gave us the strength and determination to keep moving forward. We are grateful for our friends, family, and teachers who helped us along the way. We ask that we will use our knowledge and experiences from high school to continue to be successful, and please guide us as we enter our new journeys in life. Thank you for the class of 2010. Amen. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Mesquite Schools, Dr. Linda Henry.
Board members, administrators, teachers, parents, and honored guests. Most of all, however, the North Mesquite High School graduating class of 2010, welcome to this celebration of your accomplishments. This is such a significant day in your life. Many people have helped you reach this milestone of this great magnitude. We hope you'll cherish this day and the memory because it's yours to keep for a lifetime. Perhaps you've heard the phrase, the world is at your fingertips. And in this technological age, it seems as though our fingerprints are quickly becoming not only a way to reflect where we have been, but also are being used to allow us access to places that we want to go. For example, in forensic science, we see that on shows such as CSI. We see the fingerprints being picked up almost from thin air, and they use that to solve crimes because fingerprints and the ridges that make those up are individualized, and they give proof about who has been there and in many cases provide a history of a series of events. In businesses, fingerprints are now used to document the time that an employee comes into work and what time he or she leaves. And in some school districts now, fingerprint scans are used for student identification in the library, the school cafeteria, and for attendance purposes. In addition, on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, home to the famous Grauman's Chinese Theater, there are nearly 200 celebrity handprints, fingerprints, and autographs in the concrete of the theater's forecourt. If we had a Walk of Fame for Mesquite ISD graduates, we would find many people who are already leaving their prints on the world. For example, Terrell Brown, a 2003 graduate who plays cornerback for the San Francisco 49ers. Kristen Beth Williams, a 1999 graduate who is currently starring on Broadway in Promises, Promises. And Vivian Ingram, a 2006 graduate who was in Haiti at the time of the devastating earthquake, and she rendered aid to many who were suffering injuries. In the past 5 years, 346 of the new teachers that have come to Mesquite ISD are graduates of our district. These individuals, just like you, graduated and they have gone on to do great things. They made the decision to work hard, to pursue their dreams, and they have left their fingerprints on the lives of others. Suppose we look at the fingerprint of the class of 2010 graduating from North Mesquite High School. What would your fingerprint show as far as where you have been and what you have done? Well, to begin with, it would show that you have raised more than $500 for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society through the Pennies for Patients program. And you have raised $1,400 to purchase a granite paving stone and 3 cobblestones in the name of North Mesquite High School at the National 9/11 Memorial Plaza at Ground Zero. Other acts of service to mention are the electronics recycling drive, the Keep Mesquite Beautiful Trash Bash, and you were even featured on the local news stations for your work in the Adopt a Shoreline at White Rock Lake. These activities are clear indicators that you care about the environment and you are doing something to preserve it for future generations. In addition, you participated in a blood drive that helped to save lives, almost 100 in fact. You volunteer your time at local hospitals and Sharing Life, and you donate to the Mesquite Social Services, Goodwill, and the Salvation Army on a monthly basis. After the disastrous earthquake in Haiti, you helped assemble health kits, and you were able to send more than 400 to the citizens of that country. And last, but certainly not least, in addition to what you have given to others, you have also paid attention to academics. And as a result, as a senior class, you have received $6 million in scholarships. So what does all of that work? I think we should applaud that. $6 million is a lot. So what does all of that work reveal about your class? Any CSI investigation would provide solid evidence that you have already made a positive impression on our community, on our state, and even on our world. This part of the investigation is coming to a close. You have much to accomplish, and the doors of opportunity are open wide for you. I challenge you to continue to work hard, to learn something new each and every day, and to always be willing to give back to others. Famous rock legend John Bon Jovi said, "Each one of you has something no one else has and will ever have. Your fingerprints, your brain, your heart. Be an individual. Be unique. Stand out. Make noise. Make someone notice. That's the power of individuals." So as you leave our district and North Mesquite High School, we will eagerly wait to see where your fingerprints will be left and how you will use your brain and your heart to stand out, because the power lies within you. Congratulations, class of 2010. And now, please join me in welcoming your salutatorian to the podium, Daniel Iqbal.
Fellow graduates, parents, friends, and faculty, welcome to the commencement ceremony for the North Mesquite High School class of 2010. This has been a day that we have been anxiously awaiting since we first stepped foot onto campus in August of 2006, and we appreciate your presence here tonight. Almost 4 years ago, we began our high school careers with extreme nervousness. As we stared at the imposing facade of North Mesquite on the first day of high school, we wondered how we would find our way around the huge campus, how we would make new friends, and who would sit with at lunch. We left the security of middle school for the terrifying reality of high school, and we wondered how we'd make it through the next 4 years here. Today, I am proud to say, what a long way we have come. Our time at North Mesquite has been one of growth and exploration for us all. Although we are still shaping ourselves, we have done so much growing up here. The relationships we have cultivated here will last us a lifetime. When I think back at my time at North Mesquite, I'll think of going out to eat with my best friend since the age of 4, Maybader. I'll think of arguing with Layo Adeyemi over whether the Suns or the Mavs were the best NBA team in Mrs. Hoffman's class, and making inappropriate jokes with Jamie Oberg and her amazing family at their house and at Friday night baseball games, even if her dad does think my car is ugly. Of working out, or as he likes to say, getting yoked, at the 24-hour fitness on Emporium with Josh Para, or, more accurately, watching him dominate the weights while I stood there in complete terror after realizing how frail I was. Of eating Kelsey Kramer's awesome cupcakes in Mrs. Kroup's class, of waging verbal warfare against Myra Ramirez, and of having Colton Black make fun of my whale phobia in aquatic science. No, Colton, Pinocchio was not a horror movie for me, and I cannot fix your whale of a problem. Personally, I've learned so much about myself here. I found out that no matter how awesome they are, my pickup lines are not the best way to get girls. Right, Neely Huff? I've also learned that singing is not my best talent. As Lindsay Potter and Drew Flick, my favorite couple in the entire world, have pointed out to me, no matter how much I love music. Just a small town girl, living in a lonely world. It took the midnight train going anywhere. Maybe for this one evening, I'll spare my audience. On a more universal scale, we as a class have had new experiences together. We are the first class to be able to enjoy the wonderful new science facilities provided to us, the most modern and well-equipped of all the Mesquite high schools. Take that, Poteet. We are the first class to attend school the renovated building. After years of being the butt of Mesquite's jokes for looking like a prison, we have now moved a leg up and resemble a Legoland castle. Additionally, we are the last class to include Sunnyvale students, an enriching part of the North Mesquite community for years. Most of all today, we celebrate. After 4 tedious years of long nights and even longer mornings, dealing with infamously strict MISD administrators, pressing the snooze button one too many times, and having to rush to school with messy hair and mismatched clothes, and completing an insane amount of homework, we finally made it. We have so much to be proud of and so many people to thank. Personally, I'd like to thank my family for the support they have given me, helping me achieve my goals and stand here with you all tonight. I'd like to leave you with a final note of inspiration. In the great words of a close friend of mine, who we are is but a stepping stone to what we can become. Remember that. Although this is the end of a significant period in our lives, it is the start of so much more. As you take part in the festivities marking this momentous occasion, take some time to look back at the 4 years we spent together here. Remember our laughter, our tears, our successes, our disappointments, and our many smiles. Remember all the things that make us who we are, the 40th graduating class of North Mesquite High School. No matter how far away we move from Mesquite, or how many years pass by since today, we will always be North Mesquite Stallions. Thank you. I'm now pleased to introduce your valedictorian, North Mesquite's second coolest Muslim after myself, and my best friend since the age of 4, Maybader.
Good evening. It's truly my honor to be able to address you today. I'm glad to be able to say to my fellow graduates that all of us have made it through 4 years of high school. Every person about to graduate today has endured numerous hardships and has succeeded in unimaginable ways. For that, I want to say congratulations. Today is undoubtedly a momentous day in our lives. It's a turning point in our lives. After today, we will hold more responsibility and be able to truly commence with the rest of our lives. However, I remember another momentous day in our lives, the very first day of high school. I remember when I first walked into North Mesquite on my 14th birthday. After frantically looking for D-floor and walking many steps, I arrived at my first class, Mr. Quick's Spanish 2 class. I was astounded at the sheer number of students in that single class. There were 35, and I had never seen a class so large considering I came from Sunnyvale Middle School. I felt so lost, like I was completely anonymous to the world, I was afraid I would never fit in or ever make friends. I imagine that's how many of us felt on that very first day. 4 years have passed, and the situation this year was much different. On the first day of school, I walked into another Spanish class, but I felt completely at home. I did not know every person in that class, but I knew many of them. We had all bonded from all the shared experiences, from the all-nighters we pulled the night before our English papers were due, to laughing at the way Daniel looked while eating, the ridiculous faces Min pulled off, the innocent jokes Ton made, and the way Myra would always make fun of us. Through these experiences, our class has changed from a class of mostly strangers to a class of friends. This year alone has been an extremely taxing year. The stress of SATs, ACTs, college applications, AP tests, and scholarship and job hunting has made us all cringe at times. However, these past few weeks have brought us all even closer together. With events such as senior week, senior picnic, and senior breakfast, it was almost impossible not to succumb to the emotions of reminiscing on our high school experience. It's been a long 4 years, and without the support of our friends and family, many of us wouldn't be here today. Personally, I wouldn't have made it without the love and advice of my mom and dad, the lessons of my teachers, the help of my brother Baha and his friend James Bookout, who edited my college essays and made them suck less. Thank you. All these people helped get me here today. And as I stand here talking to you, I feel that this is a bittersweet moment. After today, we will no longer daily walk in the familiar halls of North Mesquite, where you literally can't walk 10 feet without seeing a recognizable face. At the same time, we will be going on to more exciting places. Whether these places are colleges and universities or positions in the workforce, there is a bright future out there for all of us, the graduating class of 2010. We will be able to change our world, help our community, and pursue higher education. William Shakespeare expresses it best when he wrote, "All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances." Even though we are leaving North Mesquite and exiting that part of our life, we are entering the stage of the rest of our lives. So, as we leave here today, I urge my fellow graduates to not think of this moment as the end of a good time in our lives, but as the beginning of the rest of our lives. Thank you, and good luck. And now I'd like to introduce the principal of North Mesquite, Mr. Barber.
The faculty and staff of North Mesquite High School are very proud of this senior class. As you heard from Dr. Henry earlier, they have had a major part in many wonderful accomplishments during their 4-year tenure. We also look forward to the great things they will achieve in the future. I know they will continue to represent North Mesquite and make us proud as they enter this next phase of their lives. Dr. Henry and School Board, these candidates for graduation seated before you, clothed in cap and gown, has satisfactorily completed the course of study prescribed by the Board of Education for the Mesquite Independent School District. I therefore declare them graduates of North Mesquite High School, and as a symbol of their certification, they will now place the tassels of their caps on the right side. Dr. Henry and School Board, I present to you the class of 2010.
May Ahmad Bader. Daniel Iqbal. Christina Marie Agee. Erica Acosta. Layo Ebenezer Adeyemi. Betty Michelle Bars. Clinton Matthew Bond. Colton Todd Black. Edward Young Chang. Ifoma Chika Egbo. Chris Thomas Chakurian. Brooke Michelle Clark. Neil Arthur Clements Jr. Ann Dang. Heather Leanne Drawn. Heather Renee Duckworth. Darian Sean Fazeli. Emily Ann Garcia. Jerry Praise George. Tina Rachel Molinos Gonzalez. Tyler Matthew Green. Celeste Daniel Hayes. Chase Allen Heidenberger. Minda Diane Hill. Neely Christine Huff. Kelsey Christina Kramer. Jolie Kyriakos. Brooke Ashley Elizabeth Layton. Tyler Scott Ledbetter. Lauren Nicole Nelson. Rebecca Adelaide Newton. Ann Mien Nguyen. Blake Edward Newlish. Jamie Marie Oberg. Erica LaShawn Oliver. Joshua Anthony Para. Lindsay Michelle Potter. Ginger Pouncey. Sheridan Jacob Powell. Myra Karen Ramirez. Michael James Reed. Jordan Patrick Rice. Evelyn Ileana Roldan. Benjamin Garrett Roush. Robin Marie Rubio. Monica Renee Salas. Abi Scaria Thatchett. Abigail Mary Jo Timms. Sophia Marie Usry. Jackson Marshall Waddell. Michael Allen Wheeler. Ashley Morgan Williams. Jesselyn Abraham. Carly Gale Adams. Amy Aguero. Anne Marie Alanis. Abigail Nicole Albritton. Alan Guillermo Alfaro. Christopher Albert Alonzo. Shane Christian Amaralt. Brittany Lee Anderson. Dylan Hunter Anderson. Rosemary Anderson. Tamiria Lachey Andrews. Brandon Matthew Antillion. Adolfo Arriaga. Chelsea Seville Ashcraft. Matthew Alexander Asiabon. Araceli Trevino Avila. Jennifer Avila. Juan Manuel Avila. Jose Edwin Aviles. Marcus Tremont Bagley. Zoya Kaylee Bagley. Jamarcier Cortez Baines. Myra Mayella Banda. Charity Deanne Banks. George Barrera Garza. Anna Blanca Barron. John Nicholas Barrow. Eric Martin Beat. Dylan Aaron Beebe. Lindsay Nicole Bell. Carla Alejandra Benitez. John L. Bennett. James Michael Black. Nathan Glenn Blake. Michael Anthony Branch III. Zachariah Kenneth Brewer. Brian Allen Briones. Ryan Glenn Brown. Tony Michelle Buckley. Kamara Emil Burns. Barbara Kathleen Burt. Jose Joey Bushmazi. Maria Fernanda Bustos. Brittany Nicole Byers. Jose Luis Cabrera. Maria Carmen Calderon. Francisco Javier Camacho. Cindy Laura Canales. Gabriela Canales. Javier Canales. Patricia Alejandra Cantu. Anna Nguyen Cao. Miguel Angel Carranza. Blake Wesley Carter. Michael Anthony Casco. Abraham Castillo. Catherine Nicole Cates. Patricia Serta. Adrian Aceves Cervantes. Laura Angie Cervantes. Jesse Chata. Carlos Alberto Chavez. Luis Eduardo Chavez. Sergio Norberto Chavez. Tommy Chavez Jr. Dylan Casey Chisenhall. Zachary Alec Cipriano. Andy Cruz Cisneros. Peyton Kurt Cogswell. Gerardo Kalunga. Erica Michelle Contreras. Aaron Clayton Cook. Dante Lacey Williams Cooks. Marlene Kovarayabas. Stephanie Michelle Crawford. Elisa Nicole Cruz. Jose Christian Cruz. Anthony Michael Cujo. Augustine Cuevas. Toby Philip Daniel. Canada Janelle Davenport. Brenda Davila. Cynthia Alejandra Davila. Olivia Nicole de Alva. Manuel Moses de la Fuente. Leslie Danielle Delamar. Georgette De La Rosa. Eric Delgado. Jasmine Renee Delgado. Trevor Kalen Dellis. Noel Moros Diaz. Shanidra Dillard. Christina Victoria Demas. Jeremy Jamal Dotson. Anthony Nielsen Douglas Jr. Nathaniel Kenyon Marquise Douglas. Dustin Cougar Draffin. Daryl Han Du. Wesley David Duckworth. Philip Charles Dudick. Nicholas Gabrielle Dunn. Michael Marcel Duran. Amanda Kate Duval. Jackson Luke Duval. Joshua Brandon Echeverria. Keelan Lamond Eccles. David Lee Craig Edwards Jr. Andrew Wayne Eiseman. Randall Lynn Elkins. Rebecca Charday Irwin. Elizabeth Esmerado. Pierre Esparza. Stefania Espinosa. Antonio Foz. William Cody Ferguson. Samantha Ray Ferret. Jonathan Cameron Figgins. Sheldon Blake Fennell. Tanquinique Rashawn Fleming. Jacob Drew Flick. Jacob Emmanuel Flores. Lania Nashawn Floyd. Mallory Lane Floyd. Haley Ann Frame. Aaron J. Frazier. Kedron Demon Frazier. Stephanie Frias. Lizette Ann Frizzell. Leonel Ernesto Fuentes. Christian Joanna Gallegos. Alma Yuzette Garambuyo. Andre Garcia. David Van Garcia. Dolores Elena Garcia. Elena Marie Garcia. Jesus Garcia Jr. Lisette Garcia. Marjorie Estefania Garcia. Oscar Rene Garcia. Jesus Antonio Garza. Nicholas Paul Garza. Joel George. Stephen Scott Gilbert. Trelvis Wildarin Giles. Jennifer Marie Giordano. Emily Michelle Glenn. Sonia Gomez. Cindy Rubio Gonzalez. Edgar Eduardo Gonzalez. Jazeel Gonzalez. Juan Carlos Gonzalez. Mauro Alejandro Gonzalez. Osbeth Alexis Gonzalez. Jordan Travis Goodwin. Amber Marie Gordon. Austin Chase Gordon. Tony Lene Green. Monica Lynn Greer. Christopher Carlo Greason. Carlos Guerrero. Milton Alexander Guevara. Jessica Ray Guidry. Heath Ryan Guthrie. Veronica Nicole Gutierrez. Chelsea Nicole Harris. Devin Michelle Harris. Krishunda Cherie Harvey. Adrian Marcus Hernandez. Elizabeth Hernandez. Francisco Abigail Hernandez. Megan Lynn Hernandez. Ricky DeWinters Herod Jr. Christian Humberto Herrera. Moises Josue Herrera. Jamie Nicole Hicks. Amy Lynn Hillegas. Kilana DeRay Hodges. Thomas Joseph Holmes. Morgan Daniel Holt. Emmanuel Hopper. Shannon Ray Houston. Heather Danielle Howard. LaBradford Lamont Hunter. Gabriela Hurtado. Vincente Hurtado. Jaleesa Renee Hutchinson. Lauren Ashley Hutchinson. Deborah Danielle Jackson. Salethia Danielle Jackson. Joseph Andrew Jurgovic. Jonathan Jimenez. Christopher Dearis Job. DeCory Glenn Johnson. DeQuaylen Trayvon Johnson. J. Bodie Johnson. Jessica Marie Johnson. Kiana Sheree Johnson. Megan Courtney Johnson. Tori Renee Johnson. Jasmine Christina Jourdain. Heather Elaine Kent. Thayer Majed Khalaf. Robert Lee King. Mark David Klein. Jonathan Ryan Knapp. Trey Matthew Nisley. Jasmine Rachel Kashi. Alyssa K. Krebs. Lindsay Ann Ladd. Kevin Lanastosa. Jonathan Andrew Latour. Lindsay Nicole Liao. Courtney Ann Leard. Jessica Ledesma. Bradley Lavelle Lee. Christina Victoria Lemos. Melina Leon. Jasmine Nicole Lewis. Sareli Adeli Lira. Zakia Anastasia Lofton. Terrence Trinell Lott. Sean Houston Maddock. Jimmy Levon Mahone. Jesus Edgar Maldonado. Shelby Lynn Mansfield. Kristen Renee Marks. Natalie Marquez. Clint Wayne Marshburn. Destiny Renee Martin. Rennie Joe Martin. Adalberto Martinez. Elizabeth Noel Martinez. Giovanna Crystal Martinez. Tiffany Rochelle Maxwell. Becky Lee Mayberry. Ellis Harmon McLean. Dylan Michael McCown. Joseph Ray McDonald. Sarah Eileen Magoo. Lauren Ashley Mead. John David Mazel. Alejandro Medina. Edwin Alcides Melendez. Omar Mania. Joanna Izeth Mendoza. Juan Eduardo Mendoza. Miko Anthony Mendoza. Victor Fuentes Mendoza. Crystal Marie Meyer. Ashley Nicole Miller. Jennifer Ann Miller. Megan Nicole Miller. Stephen Conway Miller. Tony Eileen Miller. Elise Kristen Mock. Miguel Angel Mojica. German Ariel Molina. Leslie Laura Molina. Kiosh O'Neill Monroe. Jose Montalvo. Adrian LaShun Moore. Alyssa Monique Moore. Melanie Malay Morales. Perla Moreno. Jasmine Nicole Morris. Carrie Jasmine Munoz. Ricardo Alejandro Munoz. Jared Casey Muir. Justin Ray Neighbors. Jordan Douglas Nava. David Eugene Nettles, Jr. Courtney Gay Neville. Hunter Clayton Norris. Ashley Nicole Nuncio. Gabrielle Elizabeth Nunez. Jill Marie Odell. Denise Ochoa. Zachary Thomas Ogles. Rogelio Olaguez, Jr. Edith Olguin. Teresa Elizabeth Olvera. Kayla Onishi. Oscar Orta. Saul Orta. Melanie Alyssa Ortega. Humberto Jr. Ortiz. Javier Alejandro Ortiz. Jerry Joe Owens. Erica Padilla. Salvador Palo Alto. Camarly Antonio Panton. Matthew Melvin Parker. Vanessa Marie Para. Jonathan Elisua Pasillas. Dhruvish Mukesh Patel. Mutki Rahandra Patel. Devin Lynn Patterson. Vanessa Pena. Tanya Marie Peterson. Christopher Max Petty. Brittany Nicole Pokenhorn. Jose Saul de Jesus Ponce. Charles Anthony Potter. Kelly Ann Puckett. Adriana Marie Puga. Cassie Evelyn Kuros. John Roderick LaMichael Red. Chanel Regalado. Erica Jasmine Requena. Kevin Israel Reyes. Cesar Rico. David Antoine Ricks, Jr. LaBrittany Denise Riley. Cindy Rios. Ingrid Rios. Jerica D. Mariela Risco. Nancy Alejandro Rivera Cerron. Kevin Charles Roberts. Bianca Ann Rodriguez. Cindy Cecilia Rodriguez. Edward Stephen Rodriguez. Felix Alejandro Rodriguez. Nydia Alejandra Rodriguez. Ricardo Andreas Rodriguez. Alicia Rojas. Anna Karen Romero. Fernando Antonio Romero. Marco Antonio Romo. Damian Rosales. Jonathan Danelle Rosas. Crystal Michelle Royal. Edwin Adrian Rubio. Julian Alexander Russell. Andrew Gregory Saba. Isidro Sines. Jesse Salas, Jr. Selena Nicole Salazar. Susanna Giselle Salazar. Victoria Blanca Salazar. Wendy Sarahi Salazar. Maria Saldana. Harley Anthony Salguero. Rosalie Naleli Samaniago. Jason S. Samuel. Maria Guadalupe Sanchez. Patricia Sandoval Malagon. Brenda Joanna Santoyo. Miguel Angel Saranana. Roberto Salcedo. John Deontay Savannah. Jackson Taylor Schmidt. Charles Preston Scott. Stacy Michelle Shaw. Zarius O'Quinn Sims. Savannah Lee Slack. Floyd L. Smith IV. Shanice Lene Smith. Xavier Marquise Smith. Zachary Scott Smith. Saul Soto Garcia. Victoria Nicole Starkweather. Kerwin Jacob Staten. Leslie Daniel Steelman III. Michael Douglas Stevenson. Jillian Faith Stovall. Curtis Xavier Lorenzo Stewart. Ashley Nicole Sulaka. Heather Ann Summers. Wilson T. Sonny. Amanda Michelle Swart. Ariane Sote Tarango. Katora Monet Taylor. Laura Moselle Tilburg. Brenda Gullion Tim. Tyler Lane Titsworth. Shane Edward Tolliver. Guadalupe Danielle Torres. Victor Hugo Torres. Salvador Jano Tovar. Nicholas C.J. Towner. Jimmy Van Tran. Christian Martin Trevino. Orlando Trujillo. Carol Stephanie Umana. Amanda Taylor Usry. Aaron Valdez. Abigail Alejandra Valero. Maria Estela Varela. Karen Ruby Vargas. Miguel Manuel Vargas. Ashley Jeanette Vasquez. Araceli Vasquez. Stephen Vincent Villegas. Laura Villapando. Quina Marie Villarreal. Brianna LaShawn Walker. Darlene LaShawn Walker. Mary Frances Walker. Vanessa Lynn Walker. Trevor Jordan Warren. Napoleon Washington Jr. Theodore Bills Wayne. Miranda Shardia Weatherall. Shakita Monique Renee Wesley. Andriana Janice White. Lisa Marie Witt. Brandy Lee Wickersham. Blake Morton Wilkinson. Catherine Diane Williams. Brooke Nicole Witherspoon. Tyler Orange Wright. Shanna Marie Wynn. Luis Alberto Yanez. Austin James York. Jaleesa Raquel Young. Larry Donnell Young III. Karina Michelle Zapata. Gabrielle Orta Zepeda.